Do you know that your body already knows how long you'll live after 70? Think about it. Have you ever wondered why some people keep walking strong and sharp into their 90s, while others start to slow down much earlier? Could it be hidden in the way you walk, how steady you stand, or even how well you sleep at night? Scientists say yes, and the clues are right there in your everyday life. The grip of your hand, the balance of your steps, even your appetite, all of these are silent predictions of how long and how well you may live. To understand how long we shall live, we need only to listen carefully to the language of our own body. Now, here's my question to you: if your body is already giving you these signals, would you want to know them before it's too late? Because once you do, you can actually take steps to change the outcome. Some of these signs will surprise you, others might shock you, and the very last one is something most seniors ignore, but it could add precious years to your life. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, because here you'll always get powerful and profitable knowledge about aging and health that no one else will tell you. So stay with me till the very end, because the final sign may just change how you see your own future. Sign number 1. Walking speed. As Hippocrates once said, walking is man's best medicine. And indeed, science now shows us that your walking speed after 70 can quietly predict how many years you may live. Scientists call it the sixth vital sign, because it reveals the true state of your heart, your muscles, and even your brain. Imagine two men, both 72 years old. The first, Mr. Adam, walks every morning with energy. His steps are steady, his pace is brisk, and when he crosses the street, he does it without hesitation. This walking speed shows that his heart is strong, his muscles are active, and his mind is sharp. Research says people like him often live longer, healthier lives. Now compare that with Mr. John, also 72. He gets up slowly, walks with short, dragging steps, and struggles to keep up even when going just a few meters. He feels tired easily, and even crossing the same street feels like a challenge. This slower walking speed is more than just age, it's a sign that his body is losing strength, his heart may not be pumping well, and his risk of illness or falls is much higher. But here's the good news: if you see yourself in Mr. John's story, don't worry. Walking speed can be improved at any age. Start with short daily walks, even if it's just inside your home. Focus on posture, stand tall, lift your chin, and take slightly longer steps. Gentle leg exercises, like sitting and standing from a chair or practicing heel-to-toe walking, can strengthen your muscles. And remember, consistency is more important than speed. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can slowly rebuild strength and confidence. So ask yourself, where do you stand today? And more importantly, where do you want to be 6 months from now? Your walking speed isn't fixed. With small, steady efforts, you can move closer to Mr. Adam's brisk stride, and with it, a healthier, longer, and more independent life. Sign number 2. Grip strength. The second sign is hidden in something you use every single day without even noticing: your grip strength. Now, this may sound surprising. What does the strength of your hand have to do with your heart, your brain, or your lifespan? But scientifically, grip strength is one of the most powerful indicators of overall health. Doctors and researchers use a simple device called a dynamometer to measure how firmly you can squeeze. Why? Because your grip is not just about your hands. It reflects the health of your muscles, your nervous system, and even your heart. Studies show that seniors with weaker grip strength are more likely to face mobility problems, heart disease, and even shorter lifespans, while those with stronger grips tend to live longer, healthier lives. Let me give you a picture. Imagine two women, both 75 years old. Mrs. Helen enjoys gardening. She picks up flower pots, carries watering cans, and even kneads dough in the kitchen. When she shakes your hand, you feel her steady, firm grip. That grip strength tells us her muscles are active, her circulation is strong, and her body is resilient. Now meet Mrs. Grace, also 75. She struggles to open a jar of jam, finds it difficult to carry groceries, and often avoids tasks that require hand strength. When she shakes someone's hand, her grip feels weak and uncertain. This is not just a matter of the hands, it's a warning sign that her muscles are shrinking, her body is losing power, and her health risks may be quietly rising. But if you see yourself in Mrs. Grace's story, don't worry, because grip strength is something you can rebuild. Simple exercises like squeezing a soft ball, using light hand weights, or even practicing opening and closing your fists daily can strengthen your hands. Adding protein-rich foods like lentils, eggs, beans, or fish also helps muscles recover and grow stronger. So ask yourself, if someone shook your hand today, would they feel the energy of Mrs. Helen or the weakness of Mrs. Grace? Remember, your grip is more than just strength, it's a mirror of your whole body's vitality, and improving it can help you hold on to a longer, healthier life. Before we move on to the next important sign, let me remind you, if you're finding value here, don't forget to subscribe and like, because on this channel, I share knowledge that can truly add years to your life. And trust me, the signs coming up next are even more eye-opening, especially the last one, which most people completely overlook. Sign number 3. Sleep quality. There is an old saying, a good laugh and a long sleep are the two best cures for anything. Sleep is not just rest, it is the silent doctor of the body. Imagine your body as a city. During the day, the streets are busy, the workers are active, and energy is spent everywhere. But at night, when you fall into deep, peaceful sleep, the city begins its repairs, roads are fixed, trash is cleared, and power is restored. This is what sleep does for you. It heals the heart, refreshes the brain, and strengthens the immune system. Now think of two elders. Mrs. Ann, 70, goes to bed at 10, sleeps peacefully, and wakes up smiling. She feels light in her steps, clear in her thoughts, and joyful in her mornings. Her sleep gives her the energy to live life fully. But Mr. George, also 70, lies awake staring at the ceiling, wakes up often, and rises already tired. His days feel heavy, his memory struggles, and even small tasks exhaust him. The difference is not age, the difference is sleep. Before I share some powerful tips that can improve your sleep starting tonight, let me remind you, I create these videos to help seniors live longer, healthier, and happier lives. If you want to keep receiving this kind of profitable knowledge that truly benefits your health, don't forget to subscribe right now. Your one click motivates me to bring more life-saving and life-improving information for you. If your nights are restless, don't lose hope. Sometimes, small habits can restore peaceful sleep, like try evening walks to relax the body. Drink warm milk or herbal tea before bed. Keep lights dim and your room calm. And most importantly, don't carry the weight of the day into your bed, leave worries outside the bedroom door. Remember, sleep is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is the gentle medicine nature gives us every night. Guard it, and you will guard your health. Sign number 4. Balance. As Albert Einstein once said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Balance may seem simple, but after 70, it becomes one of the clearest signs of how long and how well you'll live. Think about Mr. Robert, age 74. Every morning, he stands on one leg for a few seconds as part of his routine. When he walks, his steps are steady, his body upright, and he rarely worries about tripping or falling. This kind of balance shows strong muscles, a sharp nervous system, and good coordination between the brain and the body. Seniors like him often enjoy independence for many more years. But not everyone at this age has the same control. Now picture Mr. George, also 74. When he gets up from a chair, he sways slightly. Walking on uneven ground makes him nervous, and he avoids stairs because of fear of falling. His body is already warning him poor balance is a predictor of falls, injuries, and sometimes even shorter life expectancy. Now let's turn this toward you. If you feel unsteady when you get up, or if you've noticed yourself reaching for support more often, don't ignore it. Balance is like a muscle, it can be trained, even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. Start small, try standing on one leg for just 5 seconds while holding onto a chair. Practice walking heel to toe across the room. Do simple sit-to-stand movements to strengthen your legs. And if you can, add light exercises like yoga or tai chi. These little habits protect you from falls, keep your independence, and most importantly, add precious years to your life. So, I'll ask you directly, could you stand on one leg right now without holding anything? If yes, wonderful. If not, today is the day to start practicing. Remember, balance is not about perfection, it's about progress, and every step forward is a step toward a longer, safer, and healthier life. Sign number 5. Memory and mental sharpness. Memory is the mirror of the mind. When it begins to blur, it often tells us that something deeper is happening inside our body. Think of your brain as a library. Every experience, every face, every smile, every number you've ever known, it's all written down in books stored on its shelves. A sharp brain is like a librarian who can quickly find the right book at the right time. But when memory weakens, the librarian starts misplacing books, struggling to find answers, and sometimes forgetting entire shelves. To make this clearer, let's compare two seniors, both 72, yet their memories tell very different stories. Mr. William wakes up every morning, enjoys his crossword puzzle, remembers old songs word for word, and shares stories from his youth so clearly that his grandchildren listen in awe. His mind is like a bright lamp, shining steady through the years. Now meet Mrs. Grace. She's just as loving and wise, but sometimes she forgets names, misplaces her glasses, or repeats the same question she asked minutes ago. It doesn't make her less intelligent, it just shows that her memory needs extra care. Her lamp still glows, but sometimes the flame flickers. The truth is, our brain is like a muscle, the more we use it, the stronger it stays. Reading, learning something new, playing mind games, or even talking with friends can keep the mind sharp. Foods rich in omega-3, regular walks, and enough sleep also act like fuel for the brain. So if you notice your memory slowing down, don't panic. It's not the end, it's just a reminder to give your brain a little exercise and nourishment, just like you do for your body. Sign number 6. Appetite changes. Have you ever noticed how sometimes you're just not hungry at all, and other times you can't stop snacking? What if I told you these changes could be silent messages from your body about your health? This is a signal you really shouldn't miss your appetite. Because it's not just about hunger, it's one of the clearest windows into your well-being. If your appetite suddenly fades and you find yourself skipping meals, it could be your body's early alarm for digestive problems, depression, or even a serious underlying illness. On the other hand, if your appetite suddenly increases and you're craving snacks or sweets more than ever, it might be pointing to blood sugar problems, thyroid imbalance, or hidden stress. I tell you about Mrs. Diana, at 74, slowly loses her appetite. She thinks it's just part of aging, but in a few months, her weakness and dizziness remind her that her body was starved of nutrients all along. Meanwhile, Mr. George, the same age, finds himself snacking constantly. The result? Extra weight, joint strain, and rising blood pressure, all from ignoring his appetite's warning sign. So remember, changes in appetite, whether eating too little or too much, are never just about food. They're your body's way of whispering for attention. But here's the good news, you can take charge. If you're losing your appetite, try smaller but more frequent meals, add colorful fruits, and don't skip protein, it fuels your muscles and energy. If you find yourself overeating, keep healthier snacks like nuts or yogurt nearby, and practice mindful eating. Pause, chew slowly, and ask yourself if you're really hungry or just bored. And most importantly, always stay hydrated, because even mild dehydration can play tricks on your appetite. Remember, your appetite is like a conversation with your body. Listen carefully, and you'll understand what it truly needs. Sign number 7. Memory and focus decline. Now, we've come to the last and most important sign of all: your memory and focus. Tell me honestly, have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you came? Or started telling a story, only to lose track of it halfway? Maybe you've noticed yourself misplacing keys, forgetting names, or missing appointments more often than before. At first, it feels like small slips, but what if I told you these tiny lapses are actually signals from your brain, asking for your care and attention? Think about it this way. Mr. John, at 70, often forgets where he left his wallet, sometimes even repeats the same question within minutes. His family worries, and slowly, it affects his confidence. Now compare that with Mrs. Clara, also in her 70s. She plays crossword puzzles, walks every morning, eats brain-friendly foods like nuts and fish, and makes sure to sleep well. Yes, she forgets little things here and there, but her mind stays sharp, because she treats her brain like a muscle that needs exercise. And here's the truth, losing memory is not something you should ignore. It can affect your independence, your relationships, and your happiness. But at the same time, it's not the end. With simple habits like staying socially active, keeping your brain engaged, sleeping well, and nourishing your body, you can protect and even strengthen your memory. Now I want to ask you, have you noticed this sign in yourself or in someone you love? If yes, don't stay silent. Talk about it and take steps today, because prevention is always better than cure. And before we close, my dear friend, if you're finding value in this knowledge, then subscribe right now. Like and share with your friends and family. I promise you, every video I make will bring you profitable, life-changing health secrets that you should not miss. Because your future self will thank you for the care you give today.